Hey, what's up guys? Diego here from EliteGamerBros, and today I bring you some F35 gameplay on Gulf of Oman. It's Conquest Small, which I really enjoyed playing. Surprisingly, actually, I've been hesitant to play Conquest Small on this map because Conquest Large, I don't know, I always felt like it was better. Especially if you're playing on a PC and you have that ability to play with more flags, bigger maps, more people, you typically do. But in this case, when you're planning on flying the F35 and you're already at a disadvantage, having more people on the opposite team is actually not a good idea, because you're going to be doing a lot of dodging a lot of missiles. And just a lot more vehicles to deal with in general, and a lot more people in general. So with that in mind, I actually did pretty well on this map, and I mean this round. I go really positive on my kill to death ratio, and I take out a lot of ground targets, which I'm sure helped out my team quite a bit because we did really well and won the match. So anyways, that's not really what I'm here to talk to you guys about. Is what I've been doing to take a better advantage. That's not what I want to say. I want to tell you guys some of the techniques that I've used and some of the settings I've changed that's really helped out when it comes to flying the F35. So first thing I did was I downloaded this program called BF3 Settings. So you can look for it on Google, or I'll probably add a link on the description. But this program allows you to change any setting in the game, even a particular setting called Heavy Brake, which is not a mappable function on just a regular in-game menu. So what Heavy Brake does, it breaks you down to 100 speed. So with the F35, that actually activates the hover mode. So a lot of people were complaining, and I complained on my Jets 106 video, that the F35 brakes way too fast, and that's because by default the heavy brake and the regular brake, the light brake, is mapped to the same key. Don't ask why, but that's how DICE set it up. So if you hold it for more than even close to a second on the default setting, you're going to get into hover mode and you're going to be a sitting duck, especially in a dogfight. So with that in mind, as you can see, like, I use it a lot. I'm using it right now. I'm doing the heavy brake when as I'm shooting this chopper, because it gives me so much more time to hit them. And I'm also bursting, so I don't overheat my guns, and I have a lot more, bullets to pump into it. But you have to be careful. As you just saw there, I almost kind of crashed. So you really have to use it cautiously, and don't use it too much. That's for sure. Don't get into the habit of always air braking just because it buys you more time. It might not be a good idea if there's a chopper flying around near you, because the gunner's position will be able to just rip you apart. And there's a lot of tank drivers out there that are really good with aiming nowadays, let me tell you. And you don't want to be in a position where you're just gliding towards the tank and he could just pound you with one shell, or disable you, and then you're hovering down at him and you're basically done. So that's one thing I did, which helps out a lot in dogfights and also strafing and ground targets. And the other thing I've done is I remapped pull-up, the pull-up function, to the spacebar. A lot of people recommended this a while ago on some of my jet tutorials, and I finally got around to doing it because I only saw the benefit when it comes to flying the F35, because the turn radius is a bit larger, so it takes a lot more mouse movement. So, and I'm sorry for the console players out there that the stuff I'm talking about doesn't really apply to you guys, but some of the techniques and some of the ways I've been flying, as you can see in this video, is something you might want to kind of duplicate and see how it goes. But on the consoles. So the other thing I've done is, remapped pull up to spacebar, and that allows you to just worry about your speed while turning, because it will continuously pull up. In other words, it will continuously turn or do a loop if you need it. If you're doing a loop or you're in a turning dogfight, it will just continuously pull up so you can continue to turn or continue to do a loop, and just worry about the speed, because that's very critical when it comes to flying the F-35, because, well, you're already at a disadvantage, like I mentioned before. So you really you can't miss out an opportunity to get ahead. I mean, get behind somebody in the dogfight, or even get just a burst or two on them in the dogfight. So with that in mind, that's pretty much all I have to cover in this video. It's a bit longer than usual. I wanted to show you guys the whole scope of the battle, so I posted the entire thing from the moment I joined the server. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. And just a quick tip: the way I fly, that helps out a lot when it comes to staying up in the air with the F-35, is I fly in the outer edges. I know I mentioned this before, but it's very important that you do this when it comes to flying with the F-35, because you want to be at an advantage when it comes to engaging a target. You want to be the one engaging a jet or a chopper first, rather than the other way around, because you're only going to get a few chances to get a good burst and a good disable or a good kill. Especially if the enemy pilot's very experienced, he will probably get around you pretty easily. So you really only have a brief moment. So it's flying in the outside edge and outside perimeter of the map, and paying attention to your air radar to so that you know when, let's say, a jet takes off or a jet flies by you, so you can come after it. And also flying high, which allows you to spot a lot easier, like I do a lot, like I just did there. And that guy wasn't even on my air radar, so it really comes down to spotting. So that's pretty much it. I won't take any more of your time. I'll let you enjoy the last few minutes, and I am working on a few other videos. There's one passion project I'm working on, which it's a tutorial, but it's a pretty lengthy one. And I want to get it right, because it's a very... Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Just look out for that, and I will be doing Assault sometime in the near future. Assault 101. I've been trying out some new guns. I want to really solidify my my tutorial, especially my gun choices when it comes to the Assault class. I know it may be obvious, like the M16A3 is like the best assault weapon, but I do have some opinions about some other weapons I've been trying out, which I'll be more than happy to share with you guys on Assault 101. So I'm really trying to nail that tutorial down to a few weapons that you can choose from, rather than just say, oh, the M16A3 is the best one, just use that and you're good. So, well, look out for that, and I'll see you all next time. Well, take care.